Okay, I started off here in Jefferson. I actually started coaching here in Jefferson. I was in Pequannock for a little while. After Pequannock, I took a head, or actually I was in Pequannock, came to Jefferson, and then from Jefferson I went and took a head coaching position down in Kinnelon. And position opened up in Sparta. I live in Sparta, just saw a good opportunity for my family, for myself, and that's where I am right now.
Now, when you wrestled at Jefferson, you wrestled from Mike Rossetti, and they had some great years in the 90s, the mid-90s when you wrestled here. What was it like wrestling for him, and how much of him did you learn from as you became a coach?
Okay, my Mr. Rossetti was a role model for me, a guy that really I think could be the reason why I'm coaching today. He taught me to love the sport of wrestling. I learned so much from him, just motivation and everything that I learned from the sport of wrestling really inspired me to become a coach. I know just the way that he was with us and got us to that next level and everything, it really pushed me to kind of give that back to, you know, the wrestlers that are out there right now.
Frank, what's your coaching philosophy? What do you want to instill in the kids?
My coaching philosophy is to just get the best out of the guys that I can get. We talk about in the practice room all the time that we're going to teach them things beyond wrestling. It's life lessons that they're learning. We're going to push them harder than they've ever been pushed before. And the ups and downs of wrestling are like the ups and downs of life. You know, wrestling's filled with peaks and valleys, good times and tough times, and it's cutting down those down times and getting yourself back on the upswing that's so important. And you know, I've went through a lot of tough times in my life, and I can get through those times because of my experience with wrestling.
Now, Frank, the Sparta program has had its ups and downs. How do you rebuild it? How do you get the kids interested in wrestling and get them psyched and get the school behind you and get wrestling built up again at Sparta?
Well, you got to make it popular, and that's a difficult thing to do. Right. Sparta's a big basketball town too, right. So what we're doing now is that, you know, I teach in the high school, so we're just grabbing the guys that aren't playing basketball. We got a lot of new kids out. It's 17 first and second year wrestlers on our squad this year, which is great for us because we can kind of mold them the way we want to. And we're really going down. The rec department is doing an outstanding job working down there. Like hundreds of little kids running around. So we're really going to tap in down there and build them as they come up into the high school, and use the guys we have right now to just, you know, again, to use as role models and have them work hard here and get back down to the rec themselves.
So you being a teacher in school definitely helps, because you gotta, you know, work the hallways there. You got to work these kids to get them in the room and say, hey, get involved in wrestling, right? Absolutely.
I teach 2 freshman classes, and I teach 3 junior classes. And of the 27 guys we have on the team here, I think 22 of them are freshmen and juniors. So we're recruiting, we're doing our stuff here, and you know, we know we're going through growing pains right now. The kids know that too. Inexperience is something that, you know, we can't do much about except improve on our mistakes, and that was a lesson we learned today. And we're going to look to continue to work hard in the room.
You wrestled here at Jefferson. What was it like to come back to this school?
It's pretty
as a coaching on the other side.
Yeah, it's different. It's different. First of all, this edition is different. And I walked back in the old gym where they have us in the locker room, and I kind of got chills walking through. Some good times there, some good memories back there. But it's neat to walk back in here and see. I mean, they're doing a great job. Matt does a great job, and you know, so he's keeping the tradition alive, and it's good to see. And hopefully we can get ourselves up to that level sometime soon.
But the SCIL is great. How you got Newton, you got Kittatinny, Jefferson, Wallkill. You know, everybody's got a solid team in there. What do you think about the league this year and being involved in the SCIL? And of course, you got High Point, #1 team in the state, which pretty much puts SCIL wrestling on the map. It's always been on the map, but right. I think more of the states starting to look at the SCIL and say, that's a damn good league.
Right, well, it's really exciting getting back in, too. You know, we came from the league that Kinnelon was in, and, you know, Coach Battaglia, my assistant coach, is a Jefferson guy, too. He graduated in '86. And, you know, as we were going through the process and the position opened up, we said, you know, this is something we want to do. You know, I want you to come with me, and we're going to be back in the SCIL, and we know how tough that is right now. It's great, though. I mean, to have these guys exposed to it, if you're not going to get the good wrestling, you're not going to get the good wrestling anywhere else. We're going to get it now, and we know when we get down to the regions and stuff that that's the level that we're going to see. And it's good for us to be involved in those kind of matches day in and day out. We're going to get better there.